First one, Kerang versus Derrick. Derrick was very sick beatboxer. I remember his wild card for I don't know which battle, but I remember he had like halftime groove type of style. Something like this. It was very sick. See you on Sunday. Nice beginning. Nice.
No, you're gonna move in.
Okay.
Counter dead, bro.
Time!
Interesting. I really enjoyed the beginning of the round. I think it started really nicely with some grime flow, and then he switched to the rhythm part, which was maybe the highlight of this round. I wonder what his bass is. Can't understand this one. But I like that on the sub-lip roll. He puts his voice. That's interesting. Then he says something, I'm not too sure why. What? It's pretty cool. But I feel like on the second part of the round, he loses a little bit of momentum. Feels more like freestyle. The first half feels very prepared, very tight. The second half maybe a little bit less tight. And when he dropped the second drop, I felt there was maybe a down in energy, or I was expecting something a bit more intense in that moment. Maybe also from the video it doesn't hit as hard. That's also a possibility, but I didn't see the audience react as much on the second drop as the first one. So I would say he lost a little bit of that in the second half of this round, but it was still a solid round. Let's see how Derrick answers.
Switch! Yep.
Hit you with the bass. Okay. Ooh, it sounds loud. Wow, the crowd is enjoying. Sick.
Breaking next.
Yeah, that's the thing I know from him. What is that? Ooh.
Break it.
Okay.
Breaking next time.
Okay. Pretty solid in the execution. I heard some small mistakes, specifically when he tries to complexify a little bit his pattern. Like in this combo, it's nicely executed, but then he tries to involve the texture in there, and that's where sometimes I feel like he's losing a little bit the control of the sounds. So that's what I can say execution wise. Apart from this, the groove and the power, the energy, pretty good. Just those little mistakes from time to time, but he still hits very, very hard. I'm impressed because it's the first time I hear him perform live like this, and seems like he's pretty strong already. But like someone says in the comments, it's true that it's a bit repetitive. Like the first drop was nice, then he had the evolution, okay, but then it kept going and going until the very end, which I understand also to stay on one music genre, that's fine, but I think there are other ways to make it progress without sounding too repetitive. I think the problem is that it was exactly the same groove, and that's what is repetitive, you know. So if he just changed a little bit the groove and play a little bit around, but still using the same maybe combos in other ways, I think that would work. But yeah, it's true that it felt a little bit repetitive. In this one, I think I would vote Kerang personally. More variations, more risks maybe. He was more powerful and impressive maybe, but I think he showed more.
S'il vous plaît pour Derrick et Kerang.
And better energy too.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
2. I'm dyslexic. 3 for Kerang. 1 point for Kerang. 3-2. Oh, it was tight. C'était serré. 3-2.
3-2. 3-2. Wow, that was a tight battle. Yeah, I would have voted for Kerang. I can understand why people vote for Derrick as well. Kerang was far from a perfect round, so that's normal to have this type of results when you have a battle like this, I believe. And it's even harder, I think, in live conditions because of the sound system that amplifies everything, so you can hear maybe a little bit less details than on videos, and it can make the judgment slightly trickier. But yeah, shout out to Adi. I would have voted for him as well.